How's it going, guys? Gavin here. This video is just going to be a quick explanation on why I've decided to not compete next month. For you guys who don't know my background, I am 19 years old. I've been going through a big lifestyle change, getting into fitness and everything, and over the course of the past 9 or 10 months I've lost over 80 pounds. And back in July I decided to try to compete in a men's physique show, or a team physique show, and I've been going through the process, as you guys have probably been following, but recently I decided to not compete, and this is going to be why. Alright, well, first off, as I stated before, I recently lost 80 pounds, and because of that, my body has gone under a whole lot of stress. Very tired all the time, very angry, uncomfortable, mood swings, irritable. The slightest things would aggravate me to the point where they shouldn't, where it was unhealthy for me to be that upset. When it came to going to the gym, I felt like I was never good enough, and the gym was normally my place where I would go to clear my mind, do my thing, enjoy working out, have a good time, because I truly enjoyed working out up until I decided to compete. Then it became work, which a lot of you who have competed or follow competitors probably understand. But for me, it was really hard to grasp that, because if I was having a tough day, or if anything was going on that was bothering me, I would normally go to the gym to clear my mind. But it was to the point where everything was elevated. All of my angers and frustrations with whatever was going on would be extremely elevated in the gym. So after I would get out of the gym, I would be miserable. I wouldn't want to do anything. All I would want to do is sleep. It was affecting my schoolwork. It was affecting my relationships, with my friends, everything. I wouldn't want to go out with my friends because I'd be too tired, or I just didn't want them to have to deal with me, and it just made me very upset. It was a terrible cycle of just being upset, feeling like I wasn't good enough, and I don't want that. I feel as though I did this fitness journey, I did what I had to do to lose all the weight just because I wanted to be healthy and be happy. This is the first time in my life I'm actually comfortable with how I look. I'm very happy with how I look, and I'm not ashamed in saying that. And if anyone feels the need to discredit me because I don't feel as though I need to step on stage at this very moment, you could think what you want to. I'm very happy with what I've done. There have been multiple pictures that you can view of me where I was obese, uncomfortable, upset, tired, to me where I feel confident enough to take my shirt off. I'm happy living life and putting on a nice outfit and not being overly self-conscious about how, do I look fat today, is my stomach popping out of this shirt, anything along those lines. And I feel as though I don't need to lose that extra 10 pounds and put on a spray tan and get on stage to prove anything to anyone, because I proved it to myself. So, as I said before, competing was affecting my relationships I had with a lot of people, including Matty, who decided to be generous enough to offer me his expertise in coaching. And when I say expertise, I'm not just saying that because this is on his channel. I'm not just saying that because I'm his friend. Absolutely every single point of this journey, he has known exactly what to say to me, how to say things, how to give me material to be happier, enjoy what I was doing, to be more precise with what I was doing. There was times where I was feeling very angry, upset, anxious, whatever, and he's a true coach. He taught me tricks, tips to write things down, things that I could have never thought of on my own. He's truthfully one of the greatest guys I know. I really want to thank him for what he's done for me. And I'm also very grateful that he wasn't upset with my decision to hold off on competing. Because that was also one of my worries when the decision ultimately figured itself out. But yeah, I wanted to thank you guys for watching. I hope you can learn from this, and maybe I will step on stage in the future. Who knows? Thank you guys.
What's going on, guys? Matty here, and I figured it would be the right thing to do to take a minute and just talk about why Gavin and I didn't actually record this video together. And the main reason was because I didn't want to lead the conversation and have it turn into a Q&A and have any awkward silence. And I know he would have probably held back a little bit and not shared everything just out of fear of either letting me down or not knowing what to say at that time. So I said, if you're comfortable, when you're ready, record a video and just let it all out there. Be transparent, be open, be honest, and share with people how you're really feeling. Don't hold anything back. And that's exactly what he did, and I was proud of him for doing that. It takes a lot of courage to do that, especially someone who's not big on social media, posting all the time, making videos. So props to you, Gavin, for actually coming out there and sharing how you truly felt. And for me, my side of it as a coach, I'm proud of him. You know, a lot of coaches out there would keep pushing and pushing and pushing and say you only have 7 weeks or 6 weeks or 5 weeks, just keep doing it until you get to the stage and it's all done. And I understand that mindset. You want the best for people, but the best for someone is not always just stepping on stage. Gavin's already lost 80 pounds. He's accomplished the best physique of his life. He's reached that goal of feeling comfortable and confident in his own skin. And that right there is a huge accomplishment. So getting on stage just would have pushed him a little bit further, but pushed him to an extreme that he wasn't ready for. He mentioned that it was affecting his personal life, family, relationships, friendships. And if you're not happy in the current moment, trying to drag that out for another 6 or 7 weeks is just not a smart idea. So I don't look at people like this. When I work with a client, they're not just a testimonial. They're not a dollar sign. They're none of that. They're not YouTube views. They're an individual whose health always comes first. And I know so many coaches who have driven people to compete when they weren't ready, when they shouldn't have done it, when their health was in the tank, and that's just not healthy. Those people sometimes don't recover from that they have a negative experience with fitness for the rest of their life because of that, because they've had such a bad experience prepping. And as a coach, you need to know when to make the call. So Gavin and I had a long conversation about it. I knew that something was off just because I saw his mood change a little bit, and that's normal. As you get deeper and deeper into a deficit and you're dieting, and remember, contest prep is the extreme of dieting, you get irritable, you get annoyed, you get angry, you get hungry, you want to just go out and do things and have fun, especially during the summer. And it was holding him back a little bit. And it wasn't just about he wanted to go out and drink and party and all that. It was just he didn't like the person he was becoming. So it was the smartest decision to just pull out of the show. The show's always going to be there. He can always get on stage. But his happiness right now and making sure that he's living an okay life was what was really important. So listen, I've experienced this before. I mean, I've worked with different kind of clients. I've worked with competitors, and there have been people who wanted to compete. They dieted down and they said, I want to step on stage on this date. And I've told them, you're not ready for it, or do you think it's a good idea? Maybe we should just see how your body's responding and see if it's something that you really want. And then when we both decide together that maybe competing is not the best idea, they've never been happier. And it was the best decision they ever made because they know the stage will always be there. So that's something that's extremely important. Hopefully anyone watching this who's planning to compete understands that it is very extreme. Some people handle it much better than others. I mean, myself, I handled my prep very well. Some people don't get irritable. They don't get hungry. They're able to maintain, just on higher calories, and they're okay with that. But there are other people who it does damage friendships and relationships, and they're really just not ready for it at that time. So I respect Gavin for what he did. I think he's a man for just owning up to it and just saying that it just wasn't his time. And he's happy, and that's really what matters, especially to me as a coach. Again, it's not about the before and after picture for me. It's about the person reaching their goals and feeling comfortable, and Gavin's achieved that. So I'm proud of him. And yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything about this, just drop a comment down below. I'd be more than happy to make more videos on contest prep, on dieting, and I had fun with creating a competitive series. Maybe it's something that I'll do again in the future. You guys let me know what you thought about it. But until then, show some love to Gavin if you want in the comments. And thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it.